Welcome once again to my channel, Winning in Life Empowerment Academy with Professor Abimbola Komolafe, and thank you for taking time to listen to me. So we're going to go right into our clip today. We have been looking at battling exhaustion. Okay, so the first time we talked about a little bit about using your subconscious mind, but today we're going to look at something a little bit different. So what exactly is exhaustion? Exhaustion is a state of extreme physical and mental fatigue. It could also be defined as an action and state of using something up or using something up completely. The symptoms of exhaustion, okay, they're quite a lot, but most of the time it could be irritability and extreme fatigue. Exhaustion can leave you tired without energy to set goals and stick to them. So let's just talk a little bit about several symptoms of exhaustion, because it could be physical, it could be mental, and it could also be emotional. And these symptoms include chronic tiredness, sleepiness, lack of energy, headache, anxiety, apathy, not wanting to do anything, dizziness, depression, sore or muscle aches, muscle weakness, slow reflexes, responding very slowly, impaired decision making and judgment, and also being moody. So the best thing for exhaustion is to increase your physical activity. I cannot say that again. The first thing you need to do is to increase your physical activity. And then we're going to teach techniques on how the subconscious mind can help us boost our health and help us deal with physical and emotional exhaustion. So always remember, physical activity or exercise is boost energy level, okay? While sedentary lifestyle is always known to cause fatigue. You ache if you do not move. Physical activity has many good effects, and we'll talk about it later on in our videos, but today we want to focus more on what our subconscious mind can help us accomplish. Exhaustion, like we said, it could be physical, it could affect your performance, your emotions, and always remember, when you're exhausted or you're fatigued, what does your brain do? Your body interprets this as stress, okay? And it's as stress, and it's interpreted as a threat to your survival. So what happens to your brain? Your brain then goes ahead and releases what we call stress hormones. These hormones include your cortisol, your adrenaline, your norepinephrine, your vasopressin, and also your growth hormone. And these hormones, when they are released continuously for psychological stress, they can wreak havoc in our body, and they have been associated with several diseases. When we had in the olden days or in ancient days, people needed cortisol and stress hormones to survive. But right now, in this age, people, the stress we have, they are psychological stressors, and once this cortisol, epinephrine, and norepinephrine, they're released constantly, they damage the cells of the body, and they cause a lot of diseases. So let us understand that there are two types of stress. We have the good stress, which we call the eustress, and we have the bad one. And those ones are the ones that, we have a deadline, you're just stressing over things. So the eustress is a normal day-to-day stress. It gets us out of bed, we brush our teeth, and we, throughout the day we can move and do things. That's good stress. The bad stress is the one that affects us psychologically and physically, and is a response to a change in any situation that our body and our mind finds to be overwhelming. So once you find that this what is happening to you becomes overwhelming, then it's a bad stress. So always remember, with the fast pace of work and home, we're constantly inundated with technology, and we're still wanting to connect with friends and family at the same time. And this could make you be overwhelmed, especially women. When they get home, they have to cook, and then they take kids for karate, for sports, for everything. So sometimes you can feel overwhelmed. So there are several strategies to reduce exhaustion. Okay, so we're going to talk about other strategies we could use, but I believe that physical activity and renewing your mind, which we're talking about, the subconscious mind, will help a lot. So the ways include eating a healthy and balanced diet. We say that all the time. Eliminating or minimizing stressors where possible. Physical activity, we're saying it over and over again. Getting adequate sleep, which, by the way, it's not happening these days. Identifying and challenging unhelpful thoughts and replacing them with balanced thoughts. Practicing mindfulness, okay? Being there and being engaged with the present moment. So when you're at home with the kids. When you're at work, you're at work. This is what mindfulness is all about. Use guided meditations. Practice deep breathing. And manage social media. This one is a big one, especially at night. You don't want to go to bed thinking about all the stuff that is happening, all the wars and all the problems in the world. But if you're on social media all night and you're thinking about things that are stressing you, you're going to take that into your sleep. And that is going to make things worse because you're not going to have a good sleep. So all of the above, they are really essential for battling exhaustion. So using your subconscious mind it could be an ally to help you to maintain and sustain and also reduce stress. Your subconscious mind, as we said in previous videos, okay, it controls all the vital processes of your bodies. It helps us to breathe, to our heart pumping. We don't even have to think about it. So when your body interprets anything as stress, it tells your body that there's something is threatening our survival, and your subconscious mind can help you by controlling these symptoms. But you have to take time to train it. Okay, you have to have dedicated time to do your affirmations and all the other things that we will be talking about to help us navigate a stressful or battling exhaustion. So your subconscious mind, it never sleeps, it never rests, it's always on the job. And we have discovered that this miraculous working power of our subconscious mind can also help us accomplish a lot. You will be amazed and delighted to discover that the forces within you, they can be released to help you with any issue. So if you're going to bed and you have something that you're thinking about, a problem, and by the time you go to bed and you release it to the subconscious mind, you're going to wake up in the morning most times and find out you have the answer. It happens to me a couple of times. I'll be looking for something and I'll go to bed and just say, Lord, I need it. Because like I said, your subconscious mind is also your spiritual mind. I wake up in the morning and I'll just go straight to something in my drawer looking for something else and I'll find it there. So I'll leave you with a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, who was an American philosopher. He said, man is what he thinks of all day long. Thank you for listening to me and do have a winning day.